Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back putting a positive spin on the Wicker Man remake. The Wicker Man is a 2006 remake of the original 1973 film, and it has a 3.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb. Many consider this to be one of the worst remakes ever made, but I disagree. In fact, I have plenty of positives for this one, so let me get right into them. I love the opening score. The music is fitting. I really like the cast. We have Nicolas Cage, Ellen Burstyn, Lily Sobieski, Frances Conroy, Molly Parker, both from 6 Feet Under. Kate Bean is beautiful as Willow. That was the role played by the beautiful Britt Eklund in the original. And then we also have James Franco and Jason Ritter in the theatrical cut of The Wicker Man. By the way, that's the version Jason and I watched, since it was the one people would have seen in theaters and hated. Although this DVD also includes the unrated cut. I really like how this remake modernizes that original 1973 story. It's more personal in this one. It makes it more believable, and the stakes are higher. I love the location, especially the House of Summer's Isle. And honestly, I know a lot of people consider this to be a big negative of the Wicker Man remake, but I'm actually going to use it as a positive, and that's Nicolas Cage's performance. It's bizarre. It is. At times, he's manic, and at other times, he's lethargic. I chalk it up to the medication his character is on in the film. At times, it almost appears as if he was superimposed into the movie, and he's acting to no one at all. But for me, that's a positive because it makes it so much more entertaining. Like I said, it's a truly bizarre performance, but it's somewhat of a curiosity, if that makes sense. It's one of the things I actually find intriguing about this remake. I like the twist that's revealed about 45 minutes into the film, and obviously the twist at the end. This remake contains a good mystery, especially if you don't know what happens. If you've never seen the original, you might actually really enjoy this remake. Now, that's not to say you can't like both. I absolutely love the original, The Wicker Man, but I really like this remake too. I'm not one of those people who picks and chooses. There's no reason why I can't like both. I do enjoy them, so why should I hate one if I love the other? It doesn't have to be a competition. I feel like that's the case with a lot of viewers. If they love one movie, they feel like they have to hate the remake. The inclusion of bees in this one is a positive for me. That's something new that wasn't featured in the original. Also missing from the 1973 film is the mention of Salem and that connection. That's another positive for me, since Salem is a place I regularly visit each year. In addition to that, the Wicker Man remake manages to make a certain plot point work, at which other movies fail. Similar storylines in other films go overboard. Rather than simply working within the confines of the movie, they become too agenda-driven. I'm trying to be vague here, as I don't want to spoil the story. My point is, despite a certain decision this remake made, it never comes across as preachy. One of my favorite scenes in this version of The Wicker Man is the underground scene, when Nicolas Cage's character is trapped in the water. I have to say, it was genuinely frightening. That sequence was really well done. I, of course, love the masks and the costumes. Those were a big part of the original The Wicker Man as well. The celebration in the third act is awesome. That's a positive, and so are those two creepy old woman twins. And then, during the climax, there was a dark and mean-spirited choice made, which is another positive for me. It's disturbing. They didn't have to go there, but they went for it. Again, I'm being vague because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen the Wicker Man remake. And that might be a lot of you, because negative words seem to get around fast. A lot of people hate this remake, and I really want to know why. Of course, that's my question for a lot of these movies Jason and I watch for Positive Spin. This is another remake that stays true to the original, but also keeps it fresh by doing its own thing. It has a good ending too, so that's yet again another positive. Most importantly, it's entertaining. It keeps me intrigued the whole way through. Like I've said many times before, if a movie is entertaining, it succeeds, in my opinion. That, to me, is the biggest positive of all. Of course, you don't have to agree. This is just my positive spin. Be sure to check out Jason's as well. Have you seen the Wicker Man remake? If so, what do you think of it? Do you hate it? And if so, why? Comment below and let me know. To which hated movie will we next give a positive spin? Check back soon to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.